That's right.
And Gajendra did not approach any guru also.
Right. Only as a human being or as a Devi Devata, you have an opportunity to attain salvation. Depending on our karma, when we take birth as an animal or as a plant, they will only undergo that karma that they are supposed to go through the body of an animal or a plant. Animal or plant will not acquire additional karma. Whereas we, the human beings, and the Devi Devatas, we acquire additional karma. Just like she came to America with 2 bags. In 10 years, now she got 2 truckloads of junk in her house. Same thing. When we took this birth to go through the karma that we had to go through. But while going through that karma, when we took this birth, already there is 1,000 more births of karma waiting for us for the future births. But when we take this birth, in addition to going through the previous karma phalam that we had to go through, we acquire more karma, we acquire more junk, and increase the 1,000 births to another 50 more births. So each time we take a birth, we are increasing our karma, not decreasing it. So that's how it goes on. Whereas animals, they don't acquire additional karma during that birth. They go through that karma, then they will come back and take the life of either a human being or as a Devi Devata. So your question was, if that were to be the case, if animals are not having that much of an advanced consciousness to think about God and to attain moksham, how come that elephant got moksham? It is not because it is an elephant it got moksham. In the previous birth, he was a king Indradyumna and he renounced everything. The Vedam says, na karmana, na prajaya, dhanena, tyagena, eke, amrutatva manashuhu. Not by money you can please God. Not by any amount of pujas you can please God. Na karmana, na prajaya. That I have got 100 followers, you cannot please God. Tyagena, only by renouncing everything. Tyaga means renounce everything. Only by that you can please God. That Mahatma Indradyumna, he renounced it. He is a king, a huge palace, kingdom, unimaginable wealth, wife, children, servants, renounced everything, went to the forest, actually went to the mountains, Nilagiri mountains, blue mountains, and he was doing tapasya. He did such great tapasya and was cursed by Agastya Maharshi to become an elephant. So it is not because it is an elephant that he prayed to God and got salvation. When he was in a helpless situation, because of the intense meditation he did in the previous birth, that Purva Janma Jnanam came back to him. Had it not been for the intense meditation, tapasya he did as the king, that elephant would have simply died in that lake, being caught by the crocodile. So that is how he got that knowledge based on the previous life. So suppose you do this thing, that is what again Krishna says. If in this life you practiced yoga, but you did not attain salvation, that doesn't mean that your yoga has gone a waste. Either you practiced karma yoga or bhakti yoga. Again remember, 35% is not the pass mark in religious life. With 35%, she got 35%, she passed the exam, she is happy she passed the exam. But from Lord Krishna's perspective, madam, you got only 35%. There is still 65% you do not know. That's how Bhagavan looks at it. So, in this life you practiced, say either Bhakti Yoga or Karma Yoga, and you came up to 60% of perfection. Nobody says you are a failure, but you did not pass yet. You did not complete the exam yet. You get one more opportunity. You will be born in a very religious family or a very orthodox family. Then you do not start from zero. You start from 61st percent. And If your luck is good, you get into some satsangam, you can advance from 61% to some 89%. Unfortunately, you get into wrong company, then you can go back from 61% to 22%. Whereas, if you miss at an advanced stage, 90-95%, then there is no question of going back. Adhava yoginameva, you will be born in the family of great yogis. So, very easily you will complete that remaining thing and you will attain salvation. So, this Gajendra, this elephant, got that knowledge based on the tapasya he did in the previous life. Because of the curse, he has to become an elephant. As an elephant, he was engaging only in elephant activities only. Playing with the cow elephants, roaming around, enjoying the water sports, that's all. But in a critical time, when he was deeply thinking, is there anyone who can save me? Labhate paurva dehikam, Lord Krishna says. Because of your purva samskaras. You know the purva samskaras? You said, how could an animal think of God? Emma, you have two daughters, right? Sitting on either side. Right? Good. They are your kids, right? Good. When you delivered that baby, she was just 30 minutes old. 30 minutes old only. You delivered the baby, you are very tired. Some nurse came, nicely cleaned up the baby, washed, wrapped in towels and brought to you. And the nurse said, okay, start feeding the baby. You only took the baby into your lap and brought the baby to your chest. That's all you did. Who told that baby who is 30 minutes old, okay, keep on sucking, you will get milk. Keep on sucking, you will get milk. Who taught that baby? That is where lapate paurvadehikam. Because we have taken millions of births. So, that inner consciousness is there telling even a 30 minutes old baby, alright, I am now close to my mother's chest, I can start sucking, I will get milk and that will fill my stomach. Who is giving that knowledge to the baby? Purva vasanas. The Purva Janma vasanas. Okay, at least it is a human baby. Alright. It is a human baby. You are at least bringing the child close to your chest, you are feeding. Okay, a cow delivered a calf. A cow delivered a calf. Good. The calf within 10 minutes after birth, it will start moving around. It starts getting hungry. It will go to the mother cow and takes the milk from its udders, right? Who told that calf to go only to the udders? How come it is not going to the tail and is not licking the tail? At least as a human being, the human being knows because the mother is trying to feed and the baby is sucking. But who is telling that calf? Purvajanma vasanas. How come the calf is not going to the, the side of, mouth side of the mother and is not licking the mother's mouth? It's not doing that. If suppose the calf is not coming to the udders, okay, the mother cow may push it. Okay, even if it pushes, who told that calf, okay, now keep the teats in the mouth and keep on sucking, you will get the milk? Who is telling that? Purvajanma vasanas. Every one of us have those things. That is how that king elephant got salvation. Same thing, that Bharata, another king Bharata, he renounced everything. He also was there indulgent in meditation. Unfortunately, in the last minute, his thoughts were there on a deer. And he was thinking, poor deer, when I die, what will happen to the deer? He became a deer. But because of the intense meditation he did in the previous birth, even as a deer, he remembers the previous life. What a stupid I am. I was a king. I renounced the kingdom, the family, the wife, children, money, everything, only to attain salvation. But what did I end up with? I became a deer. Is it only to become a deer I left everything? So he was again, even as a deer, he was contemplating, what a stupid thing I did, what a stupid thing I did. And the minute that life was over of the deer, then he was born again in another family. Now he remembers 3 lives. He is just the life just before as a deer, the life before the deer as a king, now this life. He was thinking, never get attached to anything. So generally as animals, they are getting salvation is very, very rare. 1 in a trillion. Only we have 1 or 2 cases. The rest of them only as a human being. Not only we acquire additional karma, Devatas also acquire additional karma. That is how the celestials, 8 Vasus are there. They offended Vasishta. They were cursed and one of them became Bhishma. So even if you go to Indraloka, Svargaloka, the Jivatmas will keep on making mistakes. Indra, while performing the yajnam, he killed the priest. He got the Brahmahatya Pataka. All the Devi Devatas also make the same mistakes. You want more examples? When Krishna was a 5-year-old baby and was taking care of the calves, Brahma, of all the Jivatmas, Brahma is considered to be the number 1. Then Rudra, then other Devi Devatas. So, even Brahma, that ego, that Rajogunam comes. I am the creator. Who is this little boy Krishna getting all the credit? Let me see how this Krishna will manage. And he also committed so many offenses. He took away all the calves and the cowherd boys also. And he thought, let me see Krishna, how he will manage the situation. Krishna.
At that time, I heard that there are so many Brahmas came. That means so many universes are there, or previous Brahmas came.
You see, for our universe, this Brahma is the 7th Brahma.
That means there are so many.
Exactly.
universes.
For one Brahmandam, there will be one Brahma. And how many Brahmandas? Innumerable Brahmandas. For this particular Brahmandam, what we are talking about, consisting of the 14 worlds, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, Brahmalokas, 7 Urdhalokas, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Patala Loka, 7 Adhalokas. These 14 put together is just one Brahmandam. For this Brahmandam, this particular Brahma. And many more Brahmandas are there like this. Each Brahmanda will have one Brahma.
But in the end, all the Brahmandams will be taken by.
When the 100 years of that Brahma are over, that is called Naimittika Pradayam. At that time, everything, even up to the Brahmaloka, will be wiped out. At the end of the day of Brahma, Nitya Pralayam, every day. That time, only Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka will be wiped out. The other people will still be there. But at the end of the 100 years of Brahma, even those will be wiped out. That's called Mahapralayam. So even for this, daily at the end of the day of Brahma, it takes 4,320,000,000 years.
After he creates the Yuga, the Brahmana, first he creates Brahma, right?
Right.
Yeah, then Brahma will create all the.
Then Brahma will do the rest of the creation. Yes, that's how it is. So Brahma, the first created people are the 4 Kumaras. When they refused to listen to Brahma and give birth to the Jivatmas, then he was very angry. Rudra came from the center of the eyebrows. Then Rudraganas, then the Prajapatis, then the creation. That's how it all started. This continues. So as animals, that is why they say, you got a wonderful opportunity as a human being. You waste it, God knows when you will become a human being again. You know mathematics, right? The probability that you will become a human being again in the next birth is not even 2%. Is 1 in 56. 1 in 56, less than 2%. That is the chance that we got, that will become a human being again on the planet Earth. 14 worlds, 4 ways you can take birth: Sura, Nara, Tiryak, Sthavara. As a Devata, as a human being; Tiryak as an animal; Sthavara as a tree. So 14 times 4, 56. Probability you will become a human being, 1 in 56, less than 2%. So you know what a big chance you are taking. If your daughter says, there is a 1 in a 56 chance I will pass the exam, what does it mean? 98.4% I will fail the exam, 1.6% I will pass the exam. Are you getting the point? When your child says, don't worry mom, I got 1 in a 56 chance I will pass the exam. You know what it means? Don't worry, mom. 98.4% I will fail that exam. 1.6% chance I will pass that exam. Clear? That's what exactly it is. What is the next question?
So, till now, 3 Mahayugas are completed and
In this cycle,
in this cycle.
because all 4 yugas put together is called one Mahayuga. In this Mahayuga, Satya Yuga or Krita Yuga, then Treta Yuga, Lord Rama, Dwapara Yuga, Lord Krishna, present Kali Yuga. This is in this Mahayuga. And 1000 such Mahayugas is just 12 hours of Brahma. So in the present daytime of Brahma, already 27 Mahayugas have gone by. The present Mahayuga is the 28th Mahayuga.
But Krishna was born in 27th Mahayuga, right?
No, 28th Mahayuga, Dwapara Yuga now.
So now we are in the same Yuga.
We are in the same, what do you call, Mahayuga. So in this Mahayuga, this Krishna was born before this Kali Yuga. This Rama was born before Dwapara Yuga in that Treta Yuga. That Lakshmi and Simha appeared in this Mahayugam of that Satya Yuga. So what all we, because after every Mahayugam also, there will be a mini tsunami. By then all the literature, everything will be wiped out. So what we have right now about Ramayana is what happened just 1 million years ago in this Mahayuga. What we have about Krishna, Bhagavad Gita,
5,100.
what happened just 5,000 years ago. That is why Lord Krishna says, I am not giving you any prep talk so that you will be encouraged, come on, get up and fight, get up and fight. I gave this Bhagavad Gita millions and millions years back to the sun god. So because this Mahayuga just began only 2 million years ago, but sun is there for the past trillions of years. So Krishna says, I am not giving you anything new. This Bhagavad Gita was given originally by me to sun god, Surya. Surya gave it to his son Manu. Manu gave it to his son Ikshvaku. And like that was coming like that. But as millions of years have gone by, people have diluted the philosophy. That's what Krishna says. Sakale neha nashtaha. Because with the passage of time, people will dilute the philosophy. That's why I am again giving you one more time. Immediately Arjuna asked, come on Krishna, how can you talk like this? If I am 70 years old, you are equally 70 years old like me. So being 70-year-old, how am I to believe that you told this Bhagavad Gita millions of years back to Surya? Because according to Arjuna, Krishna and Arjuna are of the same age group. Just a few days difference between them. Just a few days. Krishna, if I am 70 years old, you are equally 70. How am I to believe that you gave this Bhagavad Gita millions of years back to Surya? Then Krishna says, Arjuna, you are talking like a child. I have taken millions of incarnations. You are a Jivatma, you don't remember them. I am Paramatma, I remember everything. This is not the first time you have appeared. This is not the first time I have appeared. But you appear as a Jivatma because of your karma. I appear as Paramatma by my own free will. That is how I told you. Next question. Then you have a question. Scared to ask you a question. Hey man, you have anything to? No. Okay, go ahead. You are the only one. Next question.
So why Nakula understood the concept of Krishna rather than the other, and he said that this is not because of us. You are doing our karma.
What do you mean by you are doing our karma?
That means you are because of you only this Kurukshetra is going to happen.
Is it Nakula or Sahadeva?
Maybe Sahadeva.
Sahadeva. Sahadeva is the smartest kid. Of the 5 Pandavas, everybody knows, but the Maya is very powerful. Look at the small difference. Arjuna saw the Vishwarupam of Krishna. heard firsthand entire Bhagavad Gita. But when Abhimanyu died in the battlefield, what happened to all that? He was crying and then took a big oath, by tomorrow evening if I don't kill that fellow Jayadratha, who was responsible for my son's death, I myself will jump into fire and I'll burn myself to ashes. Whereas, look at Bhima. What do you think of Bhima? Always interested in food. He will eat this much and he'll keep on fighting. That's all you know. But Bhima also lost his son Ghatotkacha. When Ghatotkacha died, Bhima did not cry like Arjuna. Bhima came to Krishna and said, Krishna, all your plan now. So it is you who arranged Ghatotkacha's death, right? Carry on, Krishna. If you arrange it, there is nothing I can do. I just accept whatever you do, Krishna. Carry on. So who is the better philosopher, Bhima or Arjuna? So every one of them understood Krishna in their own way. If that were to be the case, look at that poor Draupadi. She knows very well when Dushasana and Duryodhana tried to disrobe her, she prayed to Krishna, Shanka Chakra Gada Pane Dwaraka Nalaya Chuta, Govinda Pundari Kaksha Rakshamam Sharanagatam. She got thousands and thousands of saris. She knows, right? They also know that Krishna got back the dead child of that Guru Sandipani back to life. They also know that Devaki Devi wanted all her 6 firstborn kids killed by Kamsa back to life and Krishna got them. They all did, right? Then how come that Subhadra, who was so close to Krishna, and her only son Abhimanyu, when he died, how come Subhadra did not ask Krishna, Krishna, you can get the dead person back to life, get my child back to life? Subhadra did not ask, Arjuna did not ask, and Krishna did not do. At least Subhadra, okay, she doesn't have experience, but Draupadi knows Krishna can do wonders. He gave her millions of saris. How come 5 sons of Draupadi were killed one single night when they were sleeping? How come Draupadi did not ask Krishna, Krishna, get my children back to life? That is where that Vishnu Maya works. So Krishna's Maya, the only way Krishna says that you can at least try to overcome the Maya is by absolute surrender. Otherwise, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratchaya Mam Eva Ye Prapatyanti. Only by surrendering to that Krishna, you will be able to overcome that Maya. Otherwise, we'll listen to the entire Bhagavad Gita and will again be worried about, oh my God, my son, my child, my family, that's all. That's what Arjuna did.